Their first gun was often a gift.
I looked at it like that was love. I feel like that this person loved me for the simple fact that they want to see me protected. They give me something that's going to protect my life.
Get your money, man. Get your bread up. Gotta do it for yourself. Know you fed up. Get your study on. All praise be to God. Stay read up. God never let up. Everyone that I'm around already know what I'm about. Build heaven on earth. Gotta catch up Elijah, Muhammad Ali, Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Now, man, what about me?
Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to the Brother Ben X Show. Today we're going to talk about a mom who lost 2 sons this week. This was in Chicago, and the mother worked at a restaurant. This is actually where she saw her 2 sons murdered. She saw them murdered right in front of her. This was in Chicago on 75th Street. Now, according to Chicago Tribune, however you say that, 2 young men lay dead inside of a restaurant, while another was found dead outside, and the 4th was found slumped against a tree around the corner. The 4 were fatally shot around 3:50 p.m. after the gunman walked up to the restaurant and fired shots. The Tribune notes that it was not immediately clear how many of the 4 were inside or outside the restaurant at the time of the shooting. Police sources said that they believe the shooting may have been a result of gang-related conflict.
Good evening. We actually heard the shots fired while we were covering the other story just blocks away. When we did get down here, we did learn that 4 men had been shot and killed. Now, we understand that 2 people were shot and killed while they were inside of a restaurant. They were with 2 other men who were able to escape the restaurant, but not the gunfire, as one died in the parking lot of that restaurant. Another one died just about a block and a half away in a backyard near 75th and Coles here in this South Shore neighborhood. A witness tells us the shooter was on foot and appeared to target the 4 men. Police and detectives still trying to piece this all together, as are people who live in this South Shore neighborhood.
4 lives gone, never to come. 4 families that were devastated, that has to turn around and that has to bury children. Those somebody's sons out there. Those somebody's fathers out there. When does it end?
Now again, out of those 4, 2 of those were her son. One of them name was Dylan Jackson. He was 20 years old. And the other brother name was Raheem Jackson. Now Dylan was found dead outside of the restaurant, and Raheem was found dead by the tree. The 2 others was found dead inside the restaurant. Now, according to the 2 brothers' grandmother, Georgia Jackson, she said that they were just going to the restaurant to get some food and to see their mother. Now, at the time, the mother only seen Dylan get shot. Now, when this all happened, their mother called the grandmother, Miss Georgia, and told her that Dylan got shot. By the time Miss Georgia gets there, she finds out that her other grandson was shot as well. When she got there, she said, "I just want them to pick him up. When they get him off the ground, I go with him. I didn't have kids to lose him like this."
They couldn't find the youngest one, so then they just found him and identified him.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to do this to your family?
No, if I find out who did it, I'm gonna show ass. 4 years ago, one of mine got killed on Halstead. The church's chicken up there. Now here 2 at one time. 2 at one time. They trying to kill the Jacksons' grandkids.
Is
God.
that the mother right there that just
Yes.
went by with the police? Was she working at the restaurant at
Yes,
the time?
yes. She been there 8 years.
What is her name?
Dana.
I'm sorry?
Dana.
Dana?
D-A-N-A. That's what I named her when she was born.
That's your daughter?
Yes.
Dana Jackson.
Yes. Same last name as mine. Raheem and Dylan had the same last name as mine.
Do you know how to spell Dylan? Raheem, T-I-L-L-O-N, or
Yeah.
D-Y? And then Raheem is R-A-H-I-M?
Yeah.
19 and 20, is that correct? They were 19 and 20 years old?
Yes.
Which was 19?
Dylan.
Dylan was young.
I mean, Dylan was 20, Raheem was 19.
Raheem's the younger one.
Yes.
R-A-H-I-M or N?
M.
M was in Mary?
We had heard maybe there was there were shots fired inside the restaurant, and they came back
Yeah,
out.
they were shooting at somebody, they say, inside the restaurant. My boys just got in the way, I guess.
They came, so they were shooting inside
They
the
got 2 bodies inside the restaurant of somebody else's kids, I imagine. They said it's 2 boys inside the restaurant. So if they got 2 bodies inside and 2 outside, oh, they just killed a whole bunch of kids up today. They killed a whole bunch of them. 4 of them now.
Dylan and Raheem lived around the corner?
Yes.
But you don't know who these 2 victims inside the restaurant are?
No. I just know my baby, one there and one down the street.
So it's 2 separate encounters?
No, that's the way they ran.
Oh, they were inside and they ran out?
No, they was outside. I guess they run in different directions trying to get away from the shots. Because they happened when they came out the restaurant.
How do you describe just what?
Huh?
How do you just describe all this? How do you describe all this?
It's saddening to me because they got my babies out here in the rain and the water just laying on the sidewalk. I mean, cover them up or something, just open. They just laying there on the street. They've been out here for almost 4 hours. 4 hours. How do you lay a kid on the ground?
And it was so bad for the mother because she seen it happen. She said, I can't go on with my life. I'm about to kill my goddamn self. This, brothers and sisters, it pretty much, it gotta stop, man. It gotta stop, man. And what has to happen, we have to have knowledge of self. We really have to have knowledge of self, man, because like I always say, man, when I see myself as a God, when I look in the mirror, when I look at my brother, I don't see a blood. I don't see a crip. I see a God because I understand that in the essence of me is God. So he's my brother as well. He's me. I'm him. So much so the Bible says, how can you love God whom you've never seen, but hate your brother who you see every day? We got to fix how we see each other, man. First ourselves, then how we see our brothers and sisters, man. Because it's just going to keep happening and happening. I'm going to kill you, then somebody going to want to kill me. Then somebody want to kill you for killing me. This got to stop somehow. And for those of us who watching, who looking at our brothers and sisters who say, man, they got to stop killing each other, man. They got to stop doing this, man. What's going on? We got to stop killing ourselves. Killing ourselves mentally, killing ourselves physically with the food, with the music that we putting in our brains, with the TV shows that we putting in our brains, with the movies, the information, the videos, everything that we're doing to ourselves is either helping us live longer or it's killing us. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad book is called Eat to Live. The food that you eat is going to help you prolong your life. But if you eating bad foods, poisonous foods, toxic food, you actually eating to kill yourself. So we got to change the way we think, man. And a lot of people say, man, why we doing all this talking? It's too much talking. It's too much talking. We got to focus on talking because we got to change the mindset. Those who religious, the Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. Not the renewal of your income, not the renewal of your Instagram likes, not the renewal of the new Jordans. You got to change your mindset, because if a black leader or anybody come and build you a mansion, if you take that brother that got a hood mindset and put him in a mansion, he going to turn that mansion into the hood. So if you know something, tell somebody. That's what it's all about. Each one teach one. So what's your thoughts on this, family? How can we fix the solution to this problem? I don't want to hear about the gangs. I don't want to hear about they pants sagging. I don't want to hear about the tattoos on their face. Please comment below what you think are some solutions to stop this problem. And as always, the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan said the Nation of Islam is still relevant because it can give good guidance. So check out the message of the day.
And unless human beings understand that there is a consequence for our deeds, then people will do evil inordinately because they don't have to suffer any penalty for what they do. But Moses gave strict law. He didn't mean we shouldn't experience or fulfill or carry out the law. He meant that we should never kill outside of the law of justice. But there are times when killing is justified. What? Now, doesn't that sound paradoxical, confusing? A man says, stop the killing, and then he says there are times that killing is justified. Nobody kills more than God. Nobody condemns God as being the number one killer. But Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan, Tamerlane, Napoleon, none of them have killed like God. And when God takes care of business, he does it thoroughly, very well, and nobody dares say, God, you're wrong. How dare you kill like this? Why don't we charge God with being the #1 killer? He drowned all the wicked in the days of Noah, leaving only Noah and his family. Nobody said God the killer. He killed all of the homosexuals in Sodom and Gomorrah, leaving only Lot and his 2 daughters. Nobody said God the killer. Drowned Pharaoh and his army. Killed mostly all of the Egyptians except those who had the sense to go out with Moses. But nobody called God the killer. But in the Quran, one of the names of Allah is that he is the destroyer. He is the avenger. He not only gives life, but he causes death. But that's God's realm. Sometimes he gives man the right to exercise his attributes, but we must exercise his attributes in accord with truth and justice. Otherwise, any exercise of those attributes of giving life and causing death that we do outside of the law of justice, we have to answer for that. And that's why God set a day of judgment on the world, because people have exercised authority over others unjustly. So Moses told Israel, remember now, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a life for a life. At some point in time, Israel, you're going to be called upon to pay for whatever you put out. And that's why the prophet Obadiah said, as thou hast done, so shall it be done unto you. And Jesus came right back and said, if you sow the wind, you're going to reap the whirlwind, for God is not mocked. As a man soweth, the same shall he also reap. Stop the killing. Well, wait a minute. Look at all the killing that is going on in our lives. Each one of you, each one of us, are responsible for the life that God has given. That's the life you have right now. How are you handling it? Are you preserving it, or are you destroying it? Stop the killing. How are you eating? What foods do you eat? What drinks do you drink? Stop the killing. Do you smoke? If so, do you know what you're doing to yourself? Well, just a minute, a man got to die from something. That's not sufficient excuse to justify what you're doing to yourself. We all have to die, no question about that. But we all should be trying to live as long as God would have us on the earth, but don't rush ourselves away from here by careless living. Stop the killing.
What I want to also do is show you this clip from some brothers who stay in Chicago, and they're talking about the gangs. They're talking about why they have the guns. They're talking about why they are living the type of life that they want to live. What I want to show you guys is one of the brothers are going to say that when somebody gave him a gun, he felt like he loved him. He felt like he was, giving him some protection, showing him love by giving him a gun. So you got to think about the guidance that we are giving our brothers and sisters. That one gesture of giving him a gun may have led him to that type of lifestyle. Like, oh man, he looking out for me. He's showing me how to do it. But what if somebody like us would have came and said, brother, man, this is how you can get out. This is a business you can do. This is my business. This is how I did it. He would have said the same thing to you. Oh man, I love that brother. He came and gave time to me. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said you never had to condemn a dirty glass, just put a clean one next to it. That's all we got to do. So check out this clip from these brothers so we can get into the mindset of how they're thinking so that we can bring a counter mindset and show them a better way to do it.
You're carrying a gun right now, aren't you?
I always carry one.
Can I see it? This man says he became active with the gang Black Disciples at 9 years old.
Yeah, I started selling drugs when I was 11.
These young men from Chicago's troubled West Side got folded into gang life as preteens for safety, for family structure.
I kind of started running with a gang or being affiliated with a gang just for protection. Like, these my friends, we got to go to school, so we got each other back on the way to school. We got each other back from school, and sometimes that man carrying a gun.
Half of these guys don't got no moms. Either they was crackheads, dope fiends, prostitutes, boosters, or something. And they moms and father was lost to the same gang that we getting ourselves into now.
Well, the gangs have become a family for a lot of young men here in Chicago and across the United States. A lot of young guys gravitate towards individuals that appear to have charisma. They gravitate towards guys that appear to protect them, but they really are not protected out there. Too many people are being killed. It's a false sense of security.
Their first gun was often a gift.
I looked at it like that was love. I feel like this person loved me for the simple fact that they want to see me protected. They give me something that's going to protect my life.
In a world where ruthlessness translates into respect, the shootings are part of an endless cycle of vendettas. The original motivator can be drugs, turf, or a perceived act of disrespect.
You can disrespect somebody by trying to holler at this girlfriend while, he walking with her. Or you can disrespect somebody by wearing your hat a different way than your hat is.
Just this week, 2 little girls were killed by stray bullets. On Valentine's Day, a pregnant woman streamed a video on Facebook. In the passenger seat is documented gang member Lazarette Collins out on parole. 2-year-old Levante White is in the back seat. They both have moments left to live. The police superintendent again called for tougher sentencing.
We need to create a culture of accountability for picking up a gun and using it. Enough is enough.
Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner proposes sending in state troopers. The president says send in the feds. And the young men on the street say it won't matter.
I don't care how many police they bring in, and it's not going to stop, man. It's the kids, man.
If I lived by this gun and I was living by these drugs, this product that I'm selling, that I'm pushing in this neighborhood, and just putting food on my table and food inside my kids' mouths and keeping the roof over their head, then I'm not going to put it down. You telling me to put it down with no way out.
The young men with whom I met say there used to be kingpins who controlled the big gangs, like the Vice Lords and Gangster Disciples, but the government locked them up. In the power vacuum, the gangs subdivided into cliques, which will at times do battle with other cliques from the same gang. And that's how a bad situation melted down into chaos. In Chicago, Mike Tobin, Fox News.
And there it is, family. I just want you all to comment what you think. If you all would like to support the show, go to patreon.com/BrotherBenX. If you would like to subscribe to the Final Call newspaper, I'll email it to you every Tuesday. You can go to brotherbenx.wixsite.com/Final Call. And as always, thank you all for watching the Brother Ben X Show. Be back at you soon. Peace.
Get your money, man. Get your bread up. Gotta do for yourself. Know you fed up. Get your study on. All praise be to God. Stay read up. God never let up. Everyone that I'm around already know what I'm about. Build heaven on earth. Gotta catch up Elijah, Muhammad Ali, Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Now, man, what about me?